Hey, Jackie.
Hey, Kat. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm busy and we're early, but I think it's going to be good. It's great to see you.
We are a little bit early, but I'm glad we were able to get time to still hop on here and chat about all the amazing things we got going on here and recognize some really awesome sponsors who are helping us do it all.
I know July is always such a great month, but I feel rejuvenated and I have a great sense of, our country and all that we are capable of and that we've achieved after such an amazing 250th birthday. And, when you start looking around the county and even the state and country, it's always great to see the things that our veterans and our active duty and even our civilians, I think when we see them come together in a moment like this, it gives you a renewed sense of all of the work that goes in on the day to day, but becomes relevant in a moment like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So Friday, we have the golf event coming up. So what's going on with that?
This is going to be so exciting. So this is our third annual Commissioner's Cup, which I feel like it should be the Commissioner's Classic, but we'll get to that. And we are inviting more golfers than ever to come and golf and honor some heroes. So we're excited. And in this process, we have some amazing supporters. We have invited our sponsorship program to either participate on an annual basis or on a per event basis. So I want to take an opportunity to kind of talk about some of these sponsors. Brightspeed has stepped up and really been an annual sponsor of all of the events that we are hosting at that services this year. So obviously the golf outing, but they were at the Crushers game with us. If you got to see them there, they'll be at our Revs race. They'll be at our Warriors on Wheel car show and Biker Alley this year. Again, we're talking about that community aspect. And I think they are a great partner with us. We have NVLSP. So if you guys were at the Crushers game, you got to meet the executive director, Paul, throughout the first pitch. But again, these are partners that we have that are continuously working with our veterans. They hire our veterans. They are constantly in it through the entire year. So I think those two are where we start. And I know you get to work with NVLSP throughout the year as well. Just a great community partner.
Absolutely.
Specifically to our golf outing, I want to make sure we also talk about our IAV partner. So Italian American Veterans in Lorraine, Post 1. Gotta love them. I don't know about how you feel about spaghetti, but you can always go spaghetti dinners, like all of the things. And this is another place where, you don't even have to be an Italian American veteran to be a part of that club. But again, creating community. They line dance, they eat spaghetti, they do all the things, they drink good wine. So they're one of our partners for the golf outing specifically. American Legion 12, another great partner of ours that consistently shows up for our events. So they're also an alpha sponsor for us. Clearstead. This is a newer partnership for us that's coming to us through the Hearts of Patriots, and just an amazing partnership that just wants to be there for these types of events. And just recently, we also have a partnership with Nordstrom. Nordson. So these are the partners that I think when we start to look at what shows up when we put these events on, these are our alpha sponsors, and these are the ones that if you had to choose to do business with someone in our community, these are the ones we want you to turn to.
That's awesome.
Yeah, super cool.
What time are we starting on Friday?
Yeah, so it's going to be an 8:00 shotgun start. So if you're a golfer and you still would like to golf, all you have to do is send an email to outreach@lcvsc.com or comment below in this video and we'll send you an opportunity to jump in a foursome. I may potentially be able to put you in a foursome so you don't even have to be a full foursome to golf. We have a couple that we're mismatching together. So if you'd like to join and be a part of this golf outing, we would love to have you. And like I said, it's a bigger golf outing than we have ever had before. We're super excited. The awards are here. The sponsorship signs are here. And we've also done something really cool this year called Honor Your Hero, where as you golf, you'll be able to go through the hole sponsors and see the veterans that the hole sponsors have brought to life. One happens to be my grandfather, so I'm super excited for everybody to see that one. We got a picture of him in his pilot suit. But veterans who are important to be honored. And rather than just traditional hole sponsors, we're bringing those names alive again, and people will be able to see them throughout the course. So it's just a unique experience. Come out, be a part of it, and maybe even eat some cool barbecue at the end.
That's really awesome. Yeah, those sponsors are the signs, the hero signs. Those are posted on our social media as well, right? So we're seeing those throughout the lead up to the golf event.
They are, yes. So pop on either our Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, and maybe even see a veteran's face or name that you know, and you can leave them a message. We do quite a bit of work with Graffiti Warehouse out of Avon, and the Fisher family is very well known. They are a police, fire, and military family. The notes that have been left for Mr. Fisher Sr., so wonderful to see. Obviously a well-known Avon family. But it's actually his wedding photo with his wife where he has his military dress on. So great. So again, these photos are amazing to see. And we're just honoring veterans that people know in their community. And, you know, we don't always need to see just who the people are who spent the money, but honor the veterans in our community. And that's what we're doing.
Is there a way for people who want to or are learning about this and they want to honor a veteran from their family? Is there a way for them to do that through our organization?
Yeah, so we actually started this process for a Revs race last year, and we're going to have another silent mile this year. So stay tuned. There will potentially be more information when we do this similar concept for Revs in 2026. And then we'll do Honor Our Hero again next year. So if you want to honor a veteran that you know or that you want to bring to light with their pictures, then just stay tuned. This is the new definition of how we're doing our sponsorships going forward, and honoring our veterans obviously is what we're here to do here at Vet Services. So just stay tuned. Being a sponsor, quote unquote, has a different look now, and all you got to do is stay tuned on all of our stuff, and we'll make sure we give you plenty of opportunities to honor a special veteran in your life.
That is awesome. Back to IAV, they're hosting a special event here soon, right? With the guitar program, and Carla, she's doing all sorts of great things with that program. I could not say more wonderful things about everything that she has done to keep that going and make it more alive. So IAV is going to be hosting the event this time.
Yes. Listen, we all love Carla, right? If you come into the vet service office, the first thing you see is Carla's smiling face, and she is lovely. So she has started ushering through our Operation Guitar. Operation Guitar is where you can come, bring your guitar. It doesn't matter how skilled, or if you're like me, lack of skill playing the guitar you are. Once a month, we host this. Come on, Jackie, I know you're with me. You don't play that well. You own it, but you don't play it. You can bring your guitar. There's no pressure, no solos, no nothing, just another opportunity to have a great community event, be with your comrades, and we'll provide the pizza. You have to be at IAV and take the hour and a half to really play. By the way, would you like a guest appearance? I don't know if this is a threat or a promise that Larry will come and play his guitar, but yes. This month we're at the IAV. Bring your guitar, have a good time. Again, Carla will be there. Tell Carla what a wonderful job she's doing, and come and hang out.
Yes, That's going to
Music,
be
pizza,
amazing.
maybe some wine at the bar. That's up to you guys. But yes, that will be at the IAV. And again, great shout out to the IAV. When we need a place to go or to host our veterans, they're the ones that are standing in.
It's fantastic. And
Yeah.
then a little bit later this month, we have, after all of the things kind of settle a little bit, we're going to have Hire a Vet Day. So that's going to be July 25th.
Yeah, so this is a great shout out to the team here at Vet Services. Jackie, your team included. So we just came off of our expungement clinic, which was a part of the path. Your team did an amazing job making this opportunity available to our veterans. I think we had 5 or 6 veterans participate, and we were in the process of removing barriers to those, whether that be for employment or housing or whatnot. But Hire a Vet Day is actually a national movement. It will happen on July 25th. This will be the first time that we ever do this in Lorain County, and I am so excited about this event. One of the kind of pillars here at Vet Services is to provide emergency assistance. Well, the gateway to getting out of an emergent situation is to provide lasting employment. And so that's one of the things that we're going to do here. You can get a job, you can get a better job, or you can get a promotion. We've got Lorain County employment opportunities. We have bigger opportunities. Some of the employers that have stepped up that want to hire veterans are huge. When the docket comes out on who some of these employers are, Jackie, I'm blown away. And it's kudos to the veterans and what they bring to the table. I think I gave an interview recently, and we talked about the fact that hiring a veteran shouldn't come with a stigma. And I think in some instances, it can come with a stigma. So this is about removing that stigma and really talking about the leadership and the logistics and all of the great assets that come with your military experience and what that brings to organizations. So that's what we're going to be doing. And we're going to track how many jobs we get new veterans on the 25th. And Amherst VFW will be hosting us. So from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the 25th, come get something to eat, get something to drink, get a new job, get some veteran assistance, and come hang out with us. What else could you possibly want to do?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great time. And I am so excited to just see how many people are going to show up, how many people are going to be supported in this event. And we still have a few more LinkedIn trainings to get the resumes and their profiles ready to go so that event can be even more successful. So, if anybody is interested in getting their LinkedIn profile updated, please, reach out to us and get on our website and do our events tab and schedule yourself an appointment. Kat's going to be hosting the class, so she does a fantastic job making sure that everybody's LinkedIn profile is very complete and exactly what an employer wants to look at when they're looking for a new employee. So.
Yeah. And I think, one of the things that you get in those LinkedIn classes is the opportunity to network with the other people in the room. So if there's an employer in the room or there's somebody else in the room that you can network with and get better ideas from, that's what you're looking for. We're not looking for a big, huge aha moment. We're looking for small opportunities for you to find the next great opportunity. And so, we really encourage you not to step over any of the processes, use the whole runway, and, if you need some services in between, then that's what we've done with the LinkedIn class, with the expungement clinic, with Hire a Vet Day. And then there will be other opportunities going forward. If you're a veteran-owned business, we're going to offer veteran-owned business certification through the SBDC and some grant opportunities going forward. This is not just a one-shot deal and you'll never hear about it again. This is a long-term program that is here to provide solutions for the county.
It is fantastic. I just love to see how it all comes together. And it's crazy how you think about those specific types of things. Like it's a one-off a lot of the time, but when you start to see the whole big picture and you're like, wow, this is really something that a lot of people are going to want to get behind because it makes sense, and it's going to provide better futures for veterans and their families within Lorain County for sure.
And the other thing that's really interesting, and I think again, kudos to especially you guys in your department, specifically Jackie. I watch you guys do some really unique things. And those programs come because we're listening to what the veteran needs and then coming up with a program that serves so many people in the end. And that's
Mhm.
exactly what Hire a Vet Day came out of and what it will be long term. We see a need, and so we're filling that need with a program, and it has blossomed. You know, I think that when we talk about programs that just simply come out of theory, then those programs have a higher tendency to flop. They don't go anywhere. There's not a true need for them. But we have watched, especially this year, programs that are built out of true need. They take off and then they have a sustainability factor because they are truly what is needed out of the community. And I think this agency, more than any other agency that I work for or work with, has a great ability to do that because we're truly listening to the needs of the veteran and the spouse and the family. And I really challenge people to find another agency here in Northeast Ohio that's doing it that way, because we're pulling from, other counties, and, we are truly a testing block for what can be duplicated and really at its best. Congratulations to all of you for what you're doing.
Yeah. On that note, we have a program that just started again on the 7th every year, or on the 1st. Every year between July and September, our financial assistance program offers a back to school program. So if you've received financial assistance, hardship assistance in the last 12 months, come into our office, apply for the back to school program. If you have children who are in pre-K with a school list through high school through 12th grade, you can apply and receive assistance with purchasing back to school clothes or supplies that are needed in order for that. So it'd be great to see some new faces come in and, revisit some faces from the past year who, even if you feel like you're in a better position now, but you've received hardship assistance in the last 12 months, you are eligible to come in and apply and receive that assistance. So we know a lot of times it's difficult to, get kids back into school after a long summer and the costs that can weigh on a lot of families. So again, that need was one that was brought to our attention, and then the program was created several years back. And so now we're just continuing that resource to make that available.
This is such a great program, right? Everybody gets halfway through summer and thinks, oh my gosh, how can it possibly be time to go back to school? But here we are. We're past the 4th of July, and it's time to be thinking about this. So I think this is a great program. If you've been to this office or you're not sure if this applies to you, definitely fa@lcvsc.com. And one of our financial assistance members can at least answer your questions. And I think that programs like this, again, are just check to see if you qualify, and let's see if we can answer some questions for you and really help you along this process. These are benefits that you earned through your service. These are not a handout. These are truly options that you have. So I think Jackie and her team are incredibly well equipped to handle this. And, who doesn't want new crayons? It's always a good time. It's the year of the Marine, right?
Especially the Marines.
Yeah. Spoken by a couple Navy girls. Okay. All right. Awesome. So let's do a couple other things. I did want to mention, by the way, we put some great photos earlier in the month up for Flight of the Flags. Yes. So this was a great one. This program is a Lorain County program. It flew over all of the Lorain County veteran monuments and, of course, one of my favorite places, Ohio Western Reserve National Cemetery. But if you have a service organization that would like to honor some of your funeral flags, your veterans who have passed away, this is a great organization for you to check out, flightoftheflags.org. They can always do a separate flight for you, or you can make a donation if you're looking to spend some of your charity funds on a great organization that's constantly honoring veterans. Check this out, flightoftheflags.org. If you're at the Crushers game, they also did our flyover. So just a great option to check out, be more informed. And I will also do a minor plug for Liberty Aviation Museum. If you're looking for something to do with those kiddos before they go back to school, this is a great place. I got to tour it a few weeks ago, and the plane that's in that hangar is just so cool. It takes up the whole hangar. So definitely a cool place to take your kids if you're looking for a nice temperature cool place to go over the summer. So definitely an awesome thing. Jackie, do you want to talk about Coalition of the Willing, since we've given so many opportunities here?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Coalition of the Willing is a fantastic organization. Sam is doing wonderful with making sure that everybody's up to date and the volunteers are getting out. They came and helped pack bags last week. So it was just really cool to see people coming together to help veterans where they want to. You know, it's very I guess like drama free, right? It's just, hey, there's an event that you need assistance with, or we need volunteers to help out with. And if you want to give your time freely to help out with those things, you just show up, you get, here's what we're doing. This is the goal, and you get to it. And so no planning really on your end other than showing up when and where you're supposed to be, and then just doing whatever needs to get done. So really grateful for all of the people who have been able to show up and help us out with that so far. We do have a Facebook group, and we have a sign up. So make sure you get into the Facebook group, do the sign ups, see what events are available and what roles we're needing to help get filled. So.
Yeah, I love this. Sam has done such a great job getting this off the ground. We hear from so many people, how do I give back? Thank you for what you've done. You don't have to be a veteran. You can be a civilian for this one. We even have some opportunities that you could bring your scout troop or your 4-H group or, whatever. Sometimes there are some kid-friendly opportunities. So check it out. Go hang with Sam on Facebook and the Coalition of the Willing Facebook group, and let's participate and give forward in the community. So love this one.
Yeah.
Revs.
Next, Revs is right around the corner.
Revs. Oh my gosh. Right. All right. So we talk about this every year. I think, Lorain County Veteran Services is getting fairly well known for Revs. But Revs is run around Veterans Day. So first or second Saturday, this time it'll be November 14th. It'll be in Ely Square. So this is our 22K, 11K walk or ruck and 2.2 mile race against veteran suicide. We will be partnering with Dylan's Place this year, and we will be adding a half Murph. And this race is just going to be awesome. Again, a great community event. Registration is now open. Our ambassador codes are active. So if you have an ambassador that you're working with, you can go ahead and use your ambassador code and sign up. If you know me, you know that we have a What the Ruck page. So you can jump on and, walk with us as we train. And, like I tell my ladies, put the oxygen mask on you before you go to help other people. But this is the opportunity to kind of culminate your year, be there with veterans for the community at the end of the year, and really do this. So I'm getting excited. The planning sessions are in. I think it's going to be one of the biggest events on the West Side this year. Jackie, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm definitely ready. Unfortunately, I missed it last year. I was in Columbia for school, but I was like so excited that I'm going to be here for it again this year. And I'm like, I can't wait because it's going to be big. It's going to be fun. There's going to be so many people, so many vendors, so many people just showing up to support. And I cannot wait to see it. It just feels good when you're around a group of people who are all there for the same reason. So
yes, exactly. Okay, well, Jackie, I think the next time you and I get to do this is August 4th, and we're going to talk about the Lorain County Fair next time. So that's kind of, all the things going on in a busy July.
Yes, awesome. Well, we'll see you soon, Kat. You have a great day.
Thanks, Jackie. Take care.
Bye.